Hi Kelly, how are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm great.
Uh,
How are you guys?
yeah, absolutely amazing. It has been incredible energy so far. We've had some amazing speakers. I've taken over from Vin for a little while, so he's catching up on some rest whilst I step in. So we're taking in turns. So it's all great fun. Really, really great. Yeah, having a great time. So,
Yay.
just in case anybody on the call just needs to, after that chat, needs to get grounded, just remember to drink some water, go and put your feet on the ground, do all of those things, get yourself grounded, because when we're working with dragon energy, it can get us very up or very big, and sometimes we do need to come back into our own bodies, feel nice and centered before we go in with our next speaker, just purely to make sure that we know this is our energy and we're feeling like we know exactly what we're working with. So anybody who wants to turn their camera off, please do, and go and have a refreshment break. And Kelly and I will just catch up for a couple of minutes before her talk starts. Hi, Kelly. So I
Hey.
love that picture behind you. Tell me why the rose.
Oh, I work with the Rose lines, the Divine Mother lines. The
Beautiful.
rose is a symbol of the purity of the Divine Mother. So
Oh, I
just,
love that.
yeah, yeah, sacred rose lines. They're ancient. All the mothers are connected to one mother, as we say. All life is connected to the source, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mother has a lot of different lines, places where we remember her, whether it's a goddess of Isis or a Dianic tradition or an ancient connection with Hecate or Pele or you name it. The mother's
Yeah,
everywhere, right?
yeah. Absolutely
So I
fantastic.
do a lot of journey work with my practice. And so we travel with Divine Mother Sophia. And I'll be sharing more about that in my talk.
Okay, fantastic. So before you start, Kelly, then, because it's on the hour, I'll just do a general introduction. Kelly is also one of our hosts later on today. So she has come in now for her presentation for us. But so Kelly is a founder of Love, Wisdom, Power, Path to Wholeness, and the White Rose Path Sanctuary, a sacred spiritual ministry devoted to the Divine Mother Sophia and the Rose and Dragon mysteries. She has 33 years of experience and is widely respected within our sector of spiritual counselor, also an elder wise woman, an intuitive healer, an artist, a musician, and a storyteller. We've got them all tonight for you here, all wrapped up in Kelly. So, without more ado, I would love to introduce you to Kelly and her lovely presentation. What are you going to talk to us tonight, Kelly, or this
Well,
morning?
I didn't name my presentation because I'm very spontaneous with the divine energy,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to show up, and that's how journey work works. Um, when we are open and our hearts are centered and we're where we can deeply listen, the divine will guide you. So I've lived a very guided life. My whole entire spiritual journey has been that way. My heart harmony is flashing in and out
Oh,
there.
is coming
My
in and
heart
out?
is in
It's
my
great.
room next to me, so my shoulder is gonna be like, so she keeps popping in.
I love
So
it.
I have her next to me because I'm probably gonna play for all of you. So my journey with the dragons and my awakening with the Divine Mother has been a big part of my spiritual path from the beginning. When I first woke up to my gifts as a healer, that was the beginning for me of my path with the Mother. I was raised in this very fundamental Christian Baptist family. And in my journey with them, the mother as an aspect of divinity wasn't something that anyone was talking about when I was growing up. it was really this father god, and he was this authority, and you did what was right, or you were in trouble, or it was hell, and it was very fire and brimstone kind of stuff, right? So I grew up in that family. But in my later years, I really started feeling like this wasn't my spiritual home. And I felt a much more expanded sense of divinity than my family did. And it frightened them at first, but after a while, through just devotion, love, and practice, my family really became even embracing of everything. They were very loving. And it was a very interesting thing to think about educating the people you love, especially family members who sometimes, if you go into some sort of a tradition or a religion or a belief system that doesn't fit with them, will reject you or will cast you off or cast you out. So
Mm.
for me, it was really like, I'm not going to stop loving my family and even in our differences. And so I just kept practicing that. And that was actually a big part of my practice with the mother, was learning how to embrace all people, all beings with a love for all life. And
Hmm.
um, really honoring all paths, you know? So for me, it was also rediscovering my roots and traveling into feminine mysteries. And I met some very powerful, beautiful mother teachers in the place where I was living when I was going through my awakening. I was meeting some really strong, powerful voices of women in the world. One of them was Starhawk and Z Budapest, who were Hungarian women who had like learned from ancient grandmas who were the first suffragettes in Hungary. And so they were incredible storytellers and they totally inspired me. And I would love to listen to them. And they would write about the moon.
Oh,
And they talk
wow.
about the moon and the grandmother of the moon and the goddesses of the moon. And Z put out like 5 books that were all about goddess traditions related to the feminine energy and the principles of femininity. And so I was just like sucking it up like a big sponge. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, where am I at in this? And I met this elder named Shekinah Mountain Water. And I remember when I was in this transition of thinking, of like letting myself expand my light into believing that there is a feminine aspect of God. And it was like there's a feminine part to the God source. And there's a mother up there. Shakina took me by the shoulders and she took me in her face and like looked into my eyes and she goes, Kelley, God is a woman. And I remember my whole body like went and vibrated,
Wow.
and I was like, wow. And years later, when I started working as a healer, my path was really about always my whole entire journey as a healer was through listening.
Okay.
So it was very divinely inspired. I had a whole path open up to me through really kind of reaching out to find my lineage and my soul. And that soul lineage started with my ancestors. So it was reaching out for Native American traditions that were related to my family, which were Choctaw. And I later found out Cherokee. And when I met my ancestors and they showed up and started to teach me, then I was on a whole nother trajectory for my life because I wasn't living a path that was ordinary. I was living a path that was very shamanic.
Right.
And when I entered into shamanism, I just let go of everything and let spirit take me, and the divine just took over. And what was amazing was as my gifts woke up and my path presented itself to me, the Divine Mother showed up with her voice louder than I could have ever imagined. And she was so
Mhm.
clear and direct, and her messages and her lessons are timeless. The things
Mm.
that she taught me are eternally true. Things like, well, she said, you can, when I stepped off into the path of being a full-time healer, she said, I want you to know you can never really fully know everything about anyone.
Okay.
And she just said that. And I was like,
Yeah.
uh-huh. She goes, and not even yourself.
Okay.
So I want you to stand in one place with your heart because of that. And
Okay.
she said, stand in compassion for yourself
Hmm.
and others. And always remember to have greater compassion. And I never forgot that. And
Mm.
that's so true. As much as we are in a path of remembering and awakening and knowing we know what we know, there's a lot we can never know it all. And
Yeah.
no matter how hard you listen, you cannot listen enough. No matter how
Mm.
much your knowing can always be expanding. There's always something greater for us to be learning. So
Yeah.
I stepped off into the eternal life bridge, the eternal life classroom, the eternal life path, and I took vows to the mother.
Okay.
I was ordained in 1996,
Okay.
and I had been doing work as a healer for many years, and I had started to find these elemental, uh, these little hitchhikers, I call them. They were sucking on our frequency of shadow, and they were all over everyone. And I kept pulling them off people. And I remember when a team of dragons showed up. It was 1999, and all of a sudden, this team of dragons came into the healing room, and they said, "We're here to help you. We can see the things you count, and we once walked on the earth with you, and we're the dragons of light and ascension. We were brought into ascension by the Divine Mother." And in time, I ciphered so much from that team of dragons and the work I was doing with them and the mother. We were on the hunt for these dragons that were from a lower world. And what was really interesting for me was waking up to the whole understanding and memory of the cataclysmic journey that we've all been through. We've been through so much. There's so
Mm.
much history and herstory that we've forgotten, and we don't remember it all. And we're in a process of awakening, and we've been so disconnected from our brains. We've lost our minds. And I
I
mean that
love that. We've lost our minds.
we've lost our minds. And I mean that in the most compassionate way. We've lost our memories of who we are and who we really have,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
capability of being. So I went on a very prophetic journey. I've been telling that story in master classes for the last year and a half, called Dragon Awakening, and I tell the whole tale of what that journey was like for me. It
Okay.
was it was like 28 years, and it was amazing, and it culminated with this amazing experience going to New Zealand and finishing some of the dragon song work that I was doing with the mother, finding these dragons that belong to another dimension and getting them home and working with people from around the world and souls and spirits that were part of it. I bumped into people years after these journeys and ceremonies I was doing all over the place from 2010 all the way to now. I've been doing ceremonies that people meet me in, and they'll tell me, "Oh my gosh, when you were doing that ceremony, I was over here doing that, and I was with you. We were together." So I meet people all the time in the world who remember being part of the journey of the things that I've ciphered. And ciphering is a lot of what we do in remembering. We're ciphering who we are. We're ciphering where we've come from. We're ciphering our multidimensional reality now. And right now, we're starting to cipher our gifts in a whole new way with the ascension of the new earth. And with that, we're going into more access and greater gifts with our brain, which is really exciting because a lot of us are now working with timelines and dimensional
Mm.
partnerships and journeying into the light and the ascension with the Gaia codes as well as the new earth, the multiple bodies of Gaia that we're learning to work with and understand. And I teach a Tri-Gaia practice working with three bodies of the earth that is really powerful that Sophia taught us and brought us into in my journey work with her.
Yeah.
And so all of the work I was doing sprang into a completion with the hunt for the lower world dragons and sprung into resting in the ascension journey we were on for the last 7 years. And so we're in that seventh year right now of that process where a whole part of creation went through a gate of ascension together, along with this journey we're on with the earth itself doing that. And in that journey experience, I think it's just remarkable how many of us are moving into Sophiatic lines right now. White Rose consciousness is waking up all over the planet. It's not just something I'm here to talk about. I believe we're all feeling it. And that is our unified consciousness, my loves. We're all feeling that pulled into it in greater ways. And
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing. So when I started reaching into the higher work with the Ascension Light, Sophia showed up to me about a year and a half ago, and she said, I want you to teach a class with me and with the celestial dragons. And I was like, okay. And I called it Temple of Light Dragon Journey. It was her name for it.
Okay.
And I started taking people through the origin temples of light, going into the earth and traveling through Tri-Gaia, working with the emerald heart of Gaia, which is her surface, and then dropping into the diamond heart, the white city, we call it. And the white city is the galactic center for our Gaia. It's her higher body of consciousness. And then when you drop even further into that well, is where New Earth is landing in, and the creation field is the blue diamond heart. So we have these three diamond heart centers that we can tune into with Gaia. And I love to teach a beautiful meditation to everyone now. And it's a really beautiful practice that you can do where if you drop in and close your eyes, and we can do it now for a moment, just take a moment to take a deep breath, close your eyes and focus on your heart, and allow yourself to drop into the emerald heart of our mother. This is the surface part of our world where we stand. And when you touch in just with your heart for a moment, just ask Gaia's emerald heart, what is it that I need to be hearing from you right now in this moment? And I always like to ask, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to be doing? And how can I best serve? And you can choose to ask whatever questions you like, or you can borrow mine. But take a breath and just listen for a moment. In this place, in the heart of Gaia, there are beautiful dragons that belong to Gaia that can speak to us, that are part of the elemental world here. Gaia has rainbow dragons. They speak to all the lines of creation that exist here. You can take your own time with this meditation practice when we're not here and do this as a daily practice. It's fantastic. Now, take another breath, center back into your heart. I'm going to invite the Divine Mother, the Source, to drop us down into the diamond heart of the White City. The White Heart is the galactic center, the Diamond Heart Galactic Center. This is where you can key into your multidimensional bodies, your multi-realm bodies, feeling into your connection. Ask the question again. What is it that you, Gaia, from the White Diamond Heart, want me to know? What do I need to be doing, and what can I do to be of greater service? there's a beautiful celestial dragon called Hope who hangs out in the galactic center now and is also partnered with the new diamond heart, the new earth. Hope is an amazing baby that gave birth in one of our journeys with a group from my class, and it was amazing working with her. She tripled in size within like a few weeks and has kept growing and becoming exponentially larger. And celestial dragons bring down a light of great purity. They also hold our nexus. They are our next selves. So you might bump into Hope here with this next one. Drop into your heart, and we're going into the blue diamond heart of the new earth. Here you might feel your own bodies, her body as your own. You might feel the body of her in a certain way, but we are partnering with her, so many of us who are actualizing in our greater co-creative power as God, goddess, gods ourselves. We are little gods. Here, you're invited to think, feel, and manifest what you wish for in our world. And I always say, please make it good. Think of the most loving, beautiful things that you do want to see happening in our world. And invite the love of this blue diamond heart of new creation that is our next selves, holding the higher frequency of unified consciousness to come and meet you with greater love right now in this moment. Allow it to be your messenger, and remember to be reciprocal. Here, we practice nature in the most practical way with your breath. Give, take. Breathing in love and breathing out thank you. And holding this beautiful frequency of divine love inside of your heart. Give as much love from that incredible fountain that is the love in you. Give all the love you can here. Deep breath. Thank you, thank you. I'm bringing us back into our own heart center. Come into your own heart as your own temple. To ground right here in center in this moment. And I'm going to take us in from here on a journey. I do a lot of work with the lines of the mother as source. And in the work of the temple work I do, we bend time and bring people into origin temples. So I'm going to take and invite you to take a leap here, allowing you to be taken by the Divine Mother, who's already very aware of who you are. We are known by the divine. It's like the divine knows your name. So we do not need to be informed. The energy is informed. You are informed with this light right now in this moment. And I want to invite you to receive this journey of an opening to be taken by her. And the celestial dragon who is coming with us right now is called Lightheart. She's beautiful, crystal, cream colored and white, absolutely beautiful, like a diamond heart. Her beautiful spirit is coming and standing in front of you. I'm going to invite you to listen and receive this journey through sound. And I'm going to be singing to you. And I'm going to be bringing in my heart bowl for this one. So I'll turn the sound on. So take this moment, take Sophia's hand and put your hand on the dragon, and they're going to take you in time and space to a place that has a place for you to recall and remember something greater about who you are, something that they want you to know and understand about the truth of you. And know and trust them to be taking you safely there. We are guarded and protected by the armor of the divinity of the light. Allow yourself to go. Whatever temple and whatever place you've been brought to, thank the messengers and thank the guardians, thank the light and thank the mother. And we always bow in gratitude. From whatever dimension or realm or place or space you were brought to remember something that was very valuable to you right now in this moment, and take it like treasure. Bring whatever gifts, if objects were given to you, put them into your heart, and your soul of knowing has its own library. You are your own librarian as a soul. Allow that light to go back into its place to be held and received. And we thank her for the gifts. Another celestial dragon is coming. This one is called Royale. Royal Crimson is a very powerful being. He is a masculine dragon, a celestial one, but he's very rose-colored. He actually is the masculine aspect of a dragon that serves the Divine Mother. Royal has been around for thousands of billions and trillions of years going into the multiverse. He's come down from a very high place in this moment. I've not spoken out loud about him ever before, even in my courses for the last year and a half. He's a very unique and powerful celestial that's come for us right now in this moment, and any and all who are here now or later. Just know that he is very special, and his arrival signifies something significant to us because certain beings don't show up unless we are ready. And it says a lot that he's here. It's saying something divine about our own paths as humans, as a human tribal family, and as a galactic center. Our journey of awakening is going to another level. We're now starting to share about the practicality of our existence, reaching way beyond these little bodies we're in and up into the stars, the galactic families, and reuniting with the higher hubs of light. The temple journeys that I share with Sophia take us on ascension processes into awakening to our higher powers of certainty about who we truly are. There's so much more to the story of us. And in all kinds of ways, there are lots of tools and resources that want to be given to you. Royal Crimson is here to give us new gifts, something really special. And I'm going to invite us to take that in. Harmony is going to help with this one. He wants the harp. They're all like, sing, sing, butterfly. Take my bracelet off. There we go. Center in your heart. Deep breath, thanking and gratitude, the messenger. And wherever you were brought, once again, by the Divine Mother Sophia and Royal Crimson, it was definitely to remember your royal power. There are so many times in the journey work when people come to me and say, "Oh my gosh, I was shown that I was this queen, and I was like my people, I was taking care of so many beings. And I never ever imagined myself being that important or mattering so much to so many people." And letting ourselves drop into not just the idea of being an elevated person, but being in service. When we are royal, we have a love for more than ourselves alone. The truth of royal power isn't about hierarchy, it's about holding greater sustained love. And being able to reach for greater love is what's so special about this particular celestial being showing up for us. We are reaching in to greater and greater levels of consciousness with sustained love. It is our true greatest and most important next step as a humanity and as a life form, as a species, going into greater harmony and being able to hold love for everyone, care for each other more fully, and be able to embrace a respect and an honoring for life from a place of certainty in the sacred is a big part of what we are becoming and hoping to resonate with whenever we meet each other. I stand with you in the heart of that. I embrace that light with you right now. I know in the heart of all of us, that is who we are. We are brothers and sisters. We are the children of the light, and we are here to share this beautiful harmonic accord. Divine Mother Sophia is calling this beautiful white crystal dragon. This beautiful dragon is from a universe outside of ours. I am unity. She is the light of our becoming. This place is a harmonic field of consciousness my higher body moved into and created 5 years ago. A year here is 100 there. And there's so much light coming down from this beautiful I am unified universe. The dragons told me when the ascension gates opened and we moved through the time doors and we started to resurrect our original guardians on the earth as ascended dragons, the great awakening that began for us here on earth 7 years ago was partnered with that experience. And many of us moved into a place of remembering, seeing, and finding our elemental powers again, awakening, but also we waking up to our remembered selves as elemental selves. Many finding that they themselves are the dragon energies, that we merged with them, became them, are them, and are one with them. From the beginning of time and creation, the dragons told me we would begin to bring new creation to this earth and into new earth to build new things and new ways of being that had never ever been here, taking us beyond the rise and fall pattern of consciousness, evolution, and the journey from the past falls that have taken place, civilizations and species. The interspecies relationships of cleansing the energy from the universe are governed by Divine Mother Sophia's cleansing project. The reformation of shadow into light is active in this universe, and we are a big part of a resurrection taking place into light. And all of us bringing down new creation are beginning to find our way home to each other, to our families. These are the origin lines, the original pure lines of light, the rose lines that take you back into remembering you. Sophia asked me to teach a one-day intensive on the 20th, which I invite all of you to come to. Men and women are welcome to this. I'm going to be journeying with her and you all into a place in the creation field of this universe. It's very high up. In it, you find all of your relationship to the Divine Mother, all the places where you've been initiated, where you've been partnered. I've brought people there before. Once I brought a woman there and she was like, I didn't know I had this relationship with this goddess. And she had forgotten her past relationship with the divine initiation she had had thousands of lifetimes ago. It was so ancient in her, but when she reminded herself of it in the moment of connecting, she wept like her whole body cried, like, I've been looking for you. When we remember and find our true light in ourselves in that place of certainty, there is so much joy. These are joy tears. We feel so much joy when we find our way home. So I invite you right now with this last dragon I'm bringing in from I Am Unity, the white crystal. Ulysses. Take a deep breath, and here you are invited to meet the light of the white lions, the white unicorns, the white dragons, and many crystal celestial beings and indigenous beings that hold the origin of their traditions may meet you here. Here we go. Beloveds, thank you so much for all the love, all the shared vibrational frequencies, all of the journeys and the expansion, all the service and the lifetimes of giving from your beautiful, loving hearts, and all of the love that you are and all that you be, are, and continue to express. May you bring so much light to our world. May you love so many people into awakening who they are. May we find our way to one another and join together in co-creating our nexus, our next systems, our next ways of being, our next ways of giving, our next ways of caring. May we learn the true art of care. Communication effectively in relationship to each other. May we learn to take care of each other better. And may we find our way to a peaceful world. Calling in peace is very important right now. The original families of light went through a massive journey of healing in this universe. It has been a wave that has been going on for quite some time. And it reached us recently and took us into a big, huge expansion. This just happened. It just arrived here, but it's been traveling here from Andromedians and through the Palladian fields and all the way up from the eighth dimensions higher and all of the other higher dimensions that it passed through ahead of getting here. This place has now arrived in a very powerful clean sweep of energy that is taking place right now, bringing us into deeper and deeper purity in our own hearts and minds. Allow it to cleanse you. Let it flush away and shed what you do not need to hold on to anymore about anything. We are so ready to jump, leap, move forward into something much, 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 much greater and more loving and more beautiful. Thank you for letting me guide you on this journey and allow Sophia and my celestial friends with her to give you an experience, I hope, that serves your whole being, your bloodline, your life force, and yourself moving forward from here forever. This wave is infinite, and our infinite potential is the one thing science and every aspect of life, of study, spiritually, we can all say yes to, that we are infinite potential. So inviting us to embrace our infinite potential and dream in this dream of something so much greater with much, 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 much more love. Coming back into your heart temple. Take 3 deep breaths as you drop back down into your heart center, grounding you back into the earth plane, calling you all back. Thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful, Kelley. Thank you so, so much. So, so beautiful.
I have a link for my journey experience with Divine Mother Sophia that I just set up. I prepared it in the last 2 days for you all. And it's called the White Rose Path Immersive Journey. And we're going to do an 8-hour class. And it starts in the morning and goes all day. And we're going to be sharing not only the connection that she takes us into with each other, but actual remembering of ceremonies and rituals we reclaimed. We're going to reclaim ceremonies together and tools and information and share and give them to one another. It's going to be a very powerful mutual journey experience. And it's really going to be fun to do this one together. And like I said, men or women, all welcome. People of any walk are welcome to this experience. And we embrace all paths in the light. So any of you who feel called and want to come, let me put it in the chat because I don't think you'll have it.
Yeah, I've only got your website to.
I don't know if it's going to let me put it in.
It should do. It should be able to put you in the chat.
Let's see. Let me make certain I'm in the chat.
If you go into the chat and then go to message everyone and then, or you can send it to me and I'll stick it on there, whatever's easiest for you, Kelley.
Oh, it's not letting me post it. So I'll tell you what, I'll give it to Kev and he'll put it on the website. It'll be up there.
Yeah. Or
and I'll
if
make
you
certain and it's on my Facebook page. So I have it there. And so it'll be up. It'll be up where you can find it. And you can always reach out to me. I'm reachable at Rev Kelley, Kelley at lovewisdompower.com. And I have a website, lovewisdompower.com, and a new one, lovewisdompower.org. I now have become a nonprofit organization, and I am starting a Sophianic church. I'm going to be continuing to do the temple journey work. I have this offering on the 20th coming up, and then I'm starting the next continuation course, which is for people who've already been through the first 7-week course. And then we're going to be starting another Temple of Light Journey 111 course, probably in late August, early September. And with the new Sophianic Lineage, Right Rose Path Sanctuary I'm starting, is for people who want to be trained to do deep core inner work. I specialize in deep core foundational inner work, and I've been doing it for 33 years, and it's an amazing practice. I take people through over 18 to 17 processes to come home to yourself. It's very powerful. The people who have experienced the work tell me again and again, it's just not like anything they've ever experienced and been very powerful for them. So I believe that it's really important to us to have foundation. And a big part of knowing how to hold light is being able to source yourself to source connection fully and know your archetypal maps. And there are 8 of them. And the first one is 5. Then there's an archetypal map of 6. Then there's an archetypal map of 7s that relate to you and your bodies. Then there's one of 8s. All of these take you higher and higher up to source connection. So my websites have the information. I have dates that are going to be set this next week for the temple journeys, if that interests you. Or if you want to know anything about the inner work, reach out to me. I'm happy to be of support. And you can always fill out a form on my lovewisdompower.org site. There's a form on the front page where you can send me information, and we can set up a free consult to talk about whatever it is that you are encountering. I work with all kinds of people, all ages, walks of life. Animals have actually been brought to me for healing. When we are really plugged into the life force of light and life around us, everything in the universe talks to us. So we're just, here to be of service, and whatever makes its way to my door, whether it's a deer, or a bear, or a bird, or a human, I'm here for them. So, and I'm here for the water. The water mothers are really also singing through the lines, and there's a lot of training and teaching about water in the temple journey work, and amazing gifts from Poseidon have been given to us about a whole nother accelerated way of integrating working with higher bodies. Really amazing tools. And in my Sophianic sanctuary, we're starting a White Rose Dragon Academy. From the tools we've gotten from the journeys, we'll have a whole library, and people, who are ready to understand how to source these temples will be able to go into the library and know where we've been and what we've learned. And so I'm going to have an ongoing monthly academy for the continuation of people who are coming together. I also hear from people a lot. They haven't met anyone that they can tell these things to when they share expanded prophetic experiences with me. And I think that's also part of what this temple journey course and group and community is about, is bringing us together as like-minded, expanded consciousness. And many of us are seeking places to be more at home with each other in that. So I'm creating that for us and being able to support the community, and also by imagining ourselves together and then creating actual projects where we act on our dreams and visions into action together. So we're starting to set up a place and a way to do that with also international grandmothers around the world.
That sounds absolutely amazing, Kelly. An incredible space and an incredible community just to be able to bring all of those people and thoughts, and actually also being somewhere where people can share what their own experiences, their own journeys, and be heard. Because for so many people, it's that almost like being heard, being seen, being witnessed. That's such an important part of their spiritual awakening, because most of this is done as a very personal journey, but
Yeah.
actually other people witnessing that with us, it's incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So
And it,
sounds great. And
thank you.
we've put the links in the chat. Kev's jumped in and added some as well. So he's got the White Rose Journey, the White Rose Immersive Journey link. He's
Oh,
put
great.
that in for everyone.
Cool.
Also your website of lovewisdom.power.org. And I've also put in your Facebook page as well. So people who want to connect with Kelley, please have a look at those links that are all in the chat, or I think the chat's down here, or maybe it's along the bottom, wherever you find your chat. And jump on those links, connect with Kelley, and I'm sure that she would love to have you as part of her journey, your journey, community building. And one of the things I would say, Kelley, I was found when you were doing your gorgeous visualization, and when we went in deeper into, you referred to it as the blue diamond heart and is it the three diamond heart?
Yeah, I call it the Tri-Gaia, hearts of Gaia, the three bodies of Gaia. Her
Okay.
emerald heart is the surface of the earth, the green mana,
Okay.
the life force that we live with on the surface of the earth. But when you drop into the Diamond City, I found references to the Diamond City in ancient Aztec language and history. They wrote about the White City.
Oh,
And
wow, that's amazing.
these are very real places in Gaia that a lot of people have projected lots of stories about it, some in shadow, some in light. But the truth is, Sophia just brings us into the pure origin of truth. And in that place, we meet the most beautiful energy. And so, just stepping into that incredible love, um, we brought we were brought there on the first
Yeah.
temple journey. And
Yes.
Barbara Worsley was with me on the first temple journey, and she was so blown away. She was like, "Oh my God, they've told me I'm an ancient." And and
Ah,
she
that's
was like,
wonderful.
"I'm an ancient." And she's just been like so excited. And that just transformed her so much.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
it was really amazing watching
Yeah.
her and others who've been through the journey. A number of people have been through the journey that are part of Dragon Thunder. Dina and Qatar Sky and Barbara Worsley, and they can all tell you what their experiences were, and many others. It's been fascinating, and it's very, very, very powerful process for me to journey with these people, because every person who comes into the temple is like an incredible gift to my heart. And I get to experience so much in the
Yeah.
unified energy we share when we journey together.
Yeah.
We find places where we already know each other, and multiple
Yeah.
times the journeys are not the same. Every
Yeah.
time we teach the journey course, it becomes we go to different places because of the souls that come to it, and those souls
Absolutely.
dictate where we go. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. Everyone comes in absolutely at the right time in the right place. So this is amazing work. Thank you so much, Kelley, again. I know that our next speaker, Dean, is just waiting, and we've got Benolian as well. He's
well,
here, who's going to take over. So thank you, Kelley.
and if anyone had questions, you just pop them in the chat and I'll chat with you. I'll be on for a little bit longer. All right, loves.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye.